Hi everyone, it's Dawn. I'm back with a sort of shopping haul video. It's been a while since I've been able to record a video because we have somebody who helps watch the kids 2 days a week, and she has not been able to come the last few weeks because of holidays and sickness. So it's been a while since I've been in my craft room. Even though I was slow releasing pre-recorded videos, I'm now out of pre-recorded videos and trying to catch up on some of the videos that are on my list. But today I have a fun sort of shopping haul video. So I went to a library book sale, like where the libraries sell the old books or donated books, and I came back with quite a haul. One of the reasons I went is because my mom just moved out to be closer to us, and she got a new teaching job, so she's looking for more books for her classroom because she's teaching a younger grade than she had been teaching before. So I was helping her pick out kids' books and buying some kids' books for my kids, but also I found a lot of really cool books. So I'm just gonna start unboxing. This is a Reader's Digest book, but it's a special edition, it looks like. It still has the book cover. It doesn't have the pretty designs on the inside, but it is a nice size. Here is a pretty beat up Reader's Digest book, 1970. The cover's very pretty though. Inside, it's got some damage, so not really gonna work as a book anymore, but it does have the color pictures in this one, so that's pretty awesome. Another Reader's Digest book that's very beat up. If you can't tell on camera, this is all been taped, so I'll have to redo the spine on this one, but it does have very, very pretty pictures. And let's see if this one, this one has the illustrations on the inside as well, so that's pretty cool. That's a pretty cover. I have this book here, which is Hood's Works Volume 1. It's very damaged, completely falling apart, but it has this gorgeous paper on the inside. As you can see, it's been water damaged, but it has the beautiful decorations on the pages, a really pretty patina, and some cool photo or illustrations. So that's going to be really fun to play with. And I don't have to feel guilty because it is falling apart. I'm at kind of a weird angle here because of the box of books in front of me. This is a cute little book. It's very old. Seems very old. 1888. I'll probably just hold on to this one for a while. It's not often that I find books that are that old. Ooh, this one's cool. Black Beauty. 1923. So that's antique now. Pretty little red book. Here's a Reader's Digest one with the cover. Ooh, that's a pretty cover. It doesn't say the year there. It's blue on the inside. 1966. But it has... Oh, I like when books have these like chunks of pages that are just a completely different color. Like certain signatures were made with cheaper paper and then they age differently. I always think that's really fun. When I make book page packs, if I have books that have these that I make book page packs out of, I like to include like pages, like both types of pages from the book where there's a difference. That's really awesome. And the really pretty yellow rose pattern. Reader's Digest, but this is an old kind of I don't know what this kind of cover it is, but it's the one with the texture that kind of feels like fabric. Let's see, what year is this from? 76, it looks like. 76. That's cool. And it has pictures in it as well, and illustrations. Full color. So that's pretty cool. If you're wondering, this first box of books I grabbed as like a mystery box. So I was able to glance at it and see, but I didn't actually look through each of the books. So this is my first time looking at these books. This is a little tiny book. I'm trying to see if there's a year, but I'm not seeing it. Very thin pages. I'm not. Oh, here it says reprinted. The last year is 1936, so it's probably from 36. All right. This is Romance of Two Worlds. Look at this. This is embossed, very textured. Somebody's signature in it. And that, wow, look at this. Look at these beautiful pages. I don't see a year in it. Sometimes in older books it's it's at the end, but it doesn't look like there's anything in this one except it is coming apart a lot. And then finally in that style there's this one, which is a random book that has some damage to it, but it has this really pretty cover. So not even vintage. This is dated 2016, but it has really pretty pages and a really pretty cover, so that will be fun to turn into a journal. And then the majority of this box is these little guys. So I have been going to the same library and getting books for long enough that one of the ladies who organizes the library book sales knows me, and sometimes she will contact me a couple of days before a book sale and ask. This is interesting. I don't know what this is. It was just in the bag. Sometimes she'll contact me a few days before the book sale with some of the damaged books that they're going to get rid of and ask if I want to buy them as like a mystery box. This is this a condensed encyclopedia? It is. This is a set of encyclopedias, but they're only this big. Like hand-sized, from 1931 and 1934. That's amazing. Tiny encyclopedias. I have a couple of these small collections of books, but this one's just encyclopedias. So this one I don't have any real guilt about like taking apart because nobody's buying encyclopedias. So this one would be really fun to turn into a set of journals. I probably wouldn't sell them as a set, but I would, use all the similar kind of pages for them and make a themed set. I have thought about in the past like taking 4, 6, 8, 9, like taking like 12 books that are these little books and making like a calendar one for each month and selling that as a set. I've thought about that in the past. So I have enough that maybe I could do that. This one's really falling, like that one's breaking. I could make a set with the numbers 1 through 12 because I have 1, 2, 3 here. And I would have to check, but it looks like I have most of the numbers. So I could make a set with the numbered ones and then use the rest of them to make individual journals. If that's a series you'd like to see, let me know, where I make themed journals for each month. And then I would make the other 11 with, a mix of pages. But I would make 12 of them January through December. If that's something you'd be interested in seeing, let me know, because that sounds like it would be fun to do. Yep, I'm gonna put these little ones back, and then I have a second box that was all books that I picked out when I was shopping on the day of the sale with my mom. So I'll put these red ones back, shuffle this to the side, and then I'll show you everything that I got. The first thing I got is this book of Norman Rockwell favorites. It's obviously a reprint of art, so if I do decide to use it, I won't have any guilt because this was printed in the latest date that I see on here is 1978. But I don't think that's when this was printed. But it's full size illustrations of Norman Rockwell's famous paintings. So it would be really fun to turn these into a set of journals. Or to just keep to look at. So that was the big book that I got. And then let's see. I got some coffee table kind of books. Pavement chalk artists. This has really cool chalk art photos. And I always love the chalk art like this. So crazy. So I just thought that was really fun. I mean, if nothing else, I can cut them smaller and make journal cards or envelopes. So that's that one. I got this big bird book with lots of different kinds of pictures of birds and bird feathers. I saw this page and I thought like I could fussy cut some feathers for collage. So if nothing else, I can pick through that one. Then I have this one. It's Jungles. And there was just a lot of pictures in here that I thought were really cool. And if nothing else, these big pictures could be used as pages or envelopes or collage pieces. Like, this is just really cool. And they're all these really cool pictures, including like lots of details. Oh my god. Okay, sorry. Did not mean to jump scare you with that bug, lizard, any of these things. Anyway, I'm gonna stop flipping pages because a lot of those are really, really large zoomed in images, which I would probably use the more creepy ones for collage, so you wouldn't even know. Let's see. Next pile, I got some quilt books. This is a sampler quilt book. I love quilt books. I'm working on a lot of sewing and quilting themed collections, so I always pick up quilt books because if nothing else, like even if they're too glossy, there's always pictures of quilts and you can go through and cut these out and back them for journal cards, if nothing else. All right, and then I found this comic book from 2016. It's not old, but I love using comics in my journals. So it's a thick comic book. It feels kind of like a kid's coloring book, but it's a full comic book. And then a felt ornament book. And in the center, there are the pattern pages. And these are super thick and would be really fun to do any number of things with, including even just like making some fun sewing themed journal covers. And then the instruction pages are thinner, but they're paper. They're not glossy. This is very similar. Has the patterns in the middle and the paper pages on the outside. And again, these aren't glossy at all. So these are probably something that you'll see in a page pack later. This, I'm torn because I have little kids. And this is a really cool book. But it says I can make a rainbow, and the pages themselves are rainbow colored. So it's organized by color somehow. But you can see the pages themselves are actually these full color pages with all these craft ideas. So I was thinking this would be really fun for journal pages for a couple of reasons, because first of all, they're oriented in this direction horizontally, so if you folded it for a page, then all the words would be going in the right direction. And they're already these really cool colors, and they're not a shiny paper. They feel like just a colored copy paper style paper, so you could alter these or draw on them or glue on them easily, and they're fun colors. So I'm gonna say I'm probably gonna turn this into some page packs and pull, see, red, yellow, green, blue, probably pull 2 or 3 of each color page, and then maybe add something else to it, because I usually like to do the page packs with at least 10 pieces. So I'll probably end up turning that into page packs because it's going to be hard to resist. And the next thing I have is these 2 really, really big old books. This one I grabbed because I really liked the cover, and this one I grabbed because the complete Sherlock Holmes, I thought my sister might want it to read or, have on her bookshelf, but she said she has something similar. So I will either be selling this whole or using it for a journal. I'm undecided. This one I liked. I just liked the cover, and it was a good price. I think it was $1 or $2 for this one because it's kind of coming apart. But I thought I liked the cover, so I'm not sure what I'll be doing with that one. Okay, next I have, this is everything I need to know I learned from a little golden book. I'm not sure if you've seen this book before. I've seen it around. It is styled like a little golden book, and it has life lessons in it, like use your imagination. But you'll see there are going to be, like, here's the shy little kitten. This is a page from the book, and it says be open to making new friends even if you're very, very shy. So like this is a page from the shy little kitten with like a life lesson added to it. So you'll recognize a lot of the characters in here. Unlike a golden book, it doesn't have the flat spine that you can pop out, so I couldn't take these pages out like you can with a golden book. I couldn't keep the whole book in here and still add more pages without removing the spine. So I'm thinking I might take these pages out and then use all these different pages from in here to make a collection of books. But I'm not quite sure. but I'm going to definitely have fun with that. I found this random cookbook. It has some different color pages. It's, I like the way it was oriented, so I could fold it in half. It was kind of funny because I was showing my mom, I think it was this one. I was showing, she goes, what are you going to do with that? Like, how do you use that in a journal? And I was like, well, you just fold it in half, basically. So I ripped a page out of it to show her. But I do like the orientation of this one. And I could put it in the way the recipes are. If I just folded the page in half and put it in, you'd still be able to read the recipes. So that's kind of fun. I've been trying to get stuff together for a cooking or like farm themed collection. So that would be fun. I grabbed this random Nancy Drew book. It's really taped up and really ripped up, but I like using the covers. Okay, next pile. Like I have said, as I mentioned earlier, the person in charge currently, not for long, of the book sale, I know her, and she sometimes will grab stuff that she knows I like that maybe, she saw me pick up one of these, and she said, do you want more? So she went and got me more, which, I mean, I still have to pay for them, but I did get all of these flashcards, all different flashcards. I don't know what year they're from. Some of them are, that says 2013. That says 2017. The Arthur ones. Yeah, I don't know. They're not that old. But they are really cool. And there's a huge variety of them. So, in my shop, I have playing card variety packs. And when I saw all these, I thought I'll probably put some flashcard variety packs, because I do have some other flashcards. I don't need this many, so whenever the next time I'm able to release some new packs on my Etsy, I'll probably be putting up flashcards as well. So those will be really fun for altering or using in like children's books or golden books. And speaking of golden books, I stumbled upon a very large pile of golden books at this sale, and I grabbed them all. In my defense, there was a family there looking for books, and I waited until they were done. So this is, I didn't steal it out of anyone's hands, but I did get quite a random variety of, this one's funny. I like this one. This is an older one. 2001. I guess it's not an older one. I thought that was an older story. This looks and feels new, has the barcode on it, but this is an old story. This one's from 1980, and somebody signed that one. Sue. Winnie the Pooh. This one. Oh, these all have names in them. I love that when they have names in them. Looks like 1968. Nope, 1982. Mickey. Zootopia, that's newer. Brave, again, that's newer. Toy Story, this one doesn't even look like it's been read that much. It's a pretty new printing. 2021. That one's cute. If you hear all that noise, that's my kids. They're having a good time, so I can't be upset. The kitten who thought he was a mouse. That's hilarious. The Little Red Hen. Sleeping Beauty, my favorite. In case you don't know this about me, my daughter's name is Aurora. I did not name her after Sleeping Beauty. I named her after me. But they share a name. In case you're wondering, when I say I named her after me, Aurora means dawn, and dawn is my name. So I've always been kind of fixated on the name Aurora, and I always knew I wanted to name my daughter that. So by coincidence, she shares a name with a princess. Anyway, Lassie and the Big Cleanup Day, Finding Dory, the Shy Little Kitten again, the Velveteen Rabbit, that's always a nice one to play with, Encanto, the monster at the end of this book, and another monster at the end of this book. So I got quite a selection. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. I got 20 golden books plus the big one. I have quite a few golden books. I wouldn't say I get lucky. I'm really good at hunting them down. I'm not going to say it's luck because I do travel pretty far to get them, and I look for them. I will say like my area is luckier for finding them, at least recently, but I do put in a lot of work to get my hands on golden books, so I'm not sure I would chalk it all up to luck, but that's how it is. Okay, some random kids books. Beauty and the Beast. I love the pages. I love the pictures. It's a bit of a unique style of illustration. Very beautiful. And then again, a Cinderella one with a bit of a unique style of illustration. So I thought these would be really fun. If you've been around long enough that you saw my haul from the Scrapbook Expo, you know that I went to the Scrapbook Expo in August, and while I was there, I purchased a lot of discount paper and kind of planned out my next year's worth of journal theme ideas. So I kind of know what books to look for when I go out now because I already have the paper. I have the Fairy Tales of Hans Christian Andersen. This one, I love the pictures. I love the stories. But I'm on the fence because I do have kids and they're really beautiful stories. So I will probably end up keeping this one to read. Next, I got a couple of Winnie the Pooh books. They're just big Winnie the Pooh books. 2010 is the date on there. I'm not sure if you can see that. There's good pictures in here, so I'll see. I do have some Winnie the Pooh fabric that my mom gave me. I got a student atlas. Map pages, but they're shiny. But I still like to work with them, and I love making envelopes out of these pages. And it never ends. If you're wondering, it never ends. Somehow I got all of this in one big box. I did spend a lot of money on books. Birds of North America. It has small pages, but really cool pictures of birds. All different kinds of birds. Birds. They're small enough that I could just slip them into a pocket. Just the way they are. Or a lot of them have the pictures of the birds on one side and the info on the other. So because there's no pictures on these sides, I might end up, if there's a line I can divide it on without doing too much damage to any birds, I might end up making sets of journal cards with any that I can cut and then just backing them onto a thicker paper because it is a relatively thin page, and I'll probably be putting some packs of these in my store. Okay, I'm gonna flip through quickly because it's comics. I got a collection of comics. I'm aware of the fact that they're not all exactly what I want to show on my channel, but I will flip through quickly. But then there's these. These are more like the newspaper style, so I can show those without worrying about the fact that I haven't pre-screened them. But I grabbed a big pile of comics from, because I know somebody there. I know enough to know that if this kind of stuff doesn't sell at the book sales, they usually end up actually going in the trash. I got a big bunch of applique books. These have really cool pattern pages, alphabets. These are so fun. I love using applique books. I got more applique books. This one has blueprint. Simplicity rag crochet patterns. Scrap quilt book. I'm like awfully close to the camera because I just put a big pile up, so I'm sorry about that. I will try not to hit the camera. Minnesota charms, using charm packs to make quilts. My mom quilts, so I offered her these first. She took a couple pictures and said I'm good. So now I feel like a quilter has endorsed me tearing these up, so I can go for it. The Children's Treasury of Stories and Poems. This is a random collection. Unlike the Hans Christian Andersen one, it's just, you know, somebody compiled it. And there are pages that are torn. Like, it's a well-loved book, clearly. So I don't feel as bad using it. 1987. I will probably make some page packs from these as well because there's some fun pictures in here. Some interesting different illustrations. Ugly duckling. Yeah, so we have all kinds of different illustrations, stories. That one's even Christmas. So lots of full color illustrations. And these pages are also not shiny. So they could be altered or written on or easily glued on. So I'll probably make page packs of that. Mostly just because I can't use all those at once. Okay, this cracked me up, so I just grabbed it. I like to make bookmarks for gifts usually. So like I'm making some bookmarks for my son's teachers at school. But I thought this would be really funny to make into bookmarks where you have just like these three on them. And then some of these other smaller collections of pictures would be really fun. I just thought that would be fun to play with, especially since I do a lot of kids' books. And then I also have Star Wars. I have to check and see if I'll be trying to resell these on my eBay or if they are worth... Well, if it's worth trying to sell them on my eBay or if I should just use them and have fun with them. So I got quite a few Star Wars books. I'm gonna just assume they're not worth anything because there's so many of them. Like I keep seeing them. And that's back to the Atlas. So that's everything I got. You can't really see my desk, but it is covered in books. So I have to go put all these away. I don't usually film haul videos because then stuff sits out and I don't get to put it away and then it sits out forever. And yeah, so I don't usually like to do haul videos, but I thought this one was worth doing because it was pretty fun. Yeah, so I'm going to go process these, make some packs, keep an eye out for some new page packs and some flashcard packs. And I appreciate you watching. Let me know what you think the best book in this haul was, or the best part of this haul. If it was like both of the Winnie the Pooh books, you don't have to choose your favorite one between those two, but let me know what you think the best part of this haul was. And yeah, I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching, and goodbye everybody.